Now, my dear children of class 11 science, so we will be solving important numerical problems based on simple harmonic motion. Okay. Now, we'll start with problem number 1. The problem number 1 says that a body describes simple harmonic motion. Okay, a body is describing what motion? Simple harmonic motion with an amplitude of 5 centimeter. So, what is the amplitude of body? 5 centimeter, and the period of 0.2 second. The question says that find velocity and acceleration of the same body when displacement is 5 centimeter and when the displacement is 0 centimeter. Means we have to find the velocity and the acceleration of this body executing simple harmonic motion when the displacement is 5 centimeter. Okay, that is equals to the maximum amplitude, and the displacement is 0 centimeter. Means there is no displacement. Okay, so in order to solve this problem, let me just write the solution out here. Now, in order to calculate this value of velocity and acceleration, okay, we know displacement of a body in simple harmonic motion can be expressed, okay, by the symbol. It can be like x and y. So let me just use the symbol x, y, no problem. So let me write y be the what? Displacement. Let y be the displacement of a body. Okay, let y be the displacement of body in which motion? Simple harmonic motion. Okay. Now, when displacement is y, then we know we have derived the velocity of a body at any stem time. Okay. Then I write down. Then the velocity of a body in simple harmonic motion is simply given by b, and the formula is b equals to omega square root of a square minus y square. Yes, children, we have done this part. Velocity of body is given by b equals to omega square root of a square minus y square. And outer a means the amplitude. A means what? Amplitude, where a is the symbol called amplitude. Okay. Similarly, we know the acceleration. We know the acceleration. And acceleration is also given this way. So look at it. Acceleration, okay, is marked by letter alpha equals to what? Minus omega square what? Y. So these are the relation that measure velocity and acceleration of a body at any instant of time. Okay. Now in the question, okay, we know the amplitude. The amplitude is given with an amplitude of 5 centimeter. So your amplitude is how much? 5 centimeter. So your amplitude, I write on A equals to 5 centimeter. But children, I convert this centimeter into meter. So 5 by 100. If you divide 5 by 100 means 0.05 meter. So this is the amplitude. Now at the same time, what is also given? Time period is given. So time period of simple harmonic motion is also known. That is t is 0.2 second. But children, when time period is known, we can measure the angular frequency. Now there is a formula. Therefore, angular frequency. Angular what? Frequency. Okay. And the formula of angular frequency, omega equals to 2 pi by what? T. So angular frequency omega equals to 2 pi by what? T. Okay. So let me substitute the value. 2 pi by t means what? 0.2. So if you remove the decimal, we get the value 10. Okay, let me keep the pi value, pi only. So your frequency, angular frequency is 10 pi. Okay, this is how much? 10 pi. Okay, and this angular frequency is basically measured by the unit radian per second. So your angular frequency is 10 pi radian per second. Now with this value, we can now calculate the velocity and acceleration. Now in the first part of the question, we need to find the velocity and acceleration when the displacement is 5 centimeter. Means when displacement, let me just write down, when displacement, which is marked by letter y, is 5 centimeter. 5 centimeter means, again I will convert to meter, which means 0.05 meter. When displacement is 0.05 meter or 5 centimeter, then the velocity is measured by the formula. The velocity b is given by the formula omega is square root of what? A square minus y square. Okay, so let me substitute the value. Omega is 10 pi square root of a. You know what is the value of a? 0.05 with whole square minus y is also same value, 0.05 with what? Whole square. Definitely you can see same quantity value in the inside the square root with opposite sign means 0. This is 0. And 0 into anything is what? 0. So what is the velocity of the body? Simply 0. Okay, when the displacement is 0, and that means when the displacement equals to the amplitude of the simple harmonic motion, the velocity is what? 0. Now at the same time, we calculate the what? Acceleration. Okay, we calculate the what? Acceleration. Now acceleration is measured by alpha equals to minus omega square y. So let me substitute the value. Okay, for acceleration, which is minus omega means what? 10 pi with whole square, and y is how much? Yes, we have already done the value of y. Y is 0.05. Okay, so minus 10 pi means 100 pi square into, let me just remove the decimal, 5 by 100. 5 by 100, so it will be 0, 0, cancel out, minus 5 pi square. So we can leave the answer this way also. Alpha equals to minus 5 pi square, and the unit is meter per second square. So look at it. What is the acceleration of the particle when the displacement is how much? 5 centimeter, that is minus 5 pi square meter per second square. So this is the first part of the answer. Now in the second part of the question, we need to calculate velocity and acceleration, but the displacement is how much? 0. So when displacement, okay, let me write down for second part of the question, the displacement, that is y equals to 0 centimeter. Okay, so what will be the velocity and what is the acceleration when the displacement is 0? So for that I use again the same formula. I write down therefore the velocity b equals to what? Omega square root of what? A square minus y square. This is the formula. Omega value is how much? That value we have already calculated, 10 pi square root of a. Amplitude is how much? 0.05 with whole square. Okay, minus y is 0. This is what? 0. Now let me just take the square root inside the quantity. That means square root of 0.05 with whole square. Because any quantity minus 0 means that quantity only. So if I take the square root, then this square and square root cancel out. It will be 10 pi into 0.05. Okay, now 10 pi into 0.05 means now we can calculate as how much? Yes, the square root of what? 0.05 square means this value only. So let me just remove the decimal. 10 pi into 5 by how much? 100. Just 0, 0 cancel out. Which means 5 by 10. Now 5 by 10 means 0.5, and I write on pi only. And the unit is what? Meter per second. So the answer which is coming, okay, as for this calculation is 0.5, okay, pi meter per second. So this is the what? Velocity of the particle. Now accordingly we can calculate the what? Acceleration. So let me calculate the what? Acceleration of a particle. Now acceleration, as you know, it is marked by symbol alpha. It equals to minus omega square y. Now see, what will be the acceleration? It will be 0. You know why it will be 0? Because omega means 10 pi with whole square, but displacement is only 0. And 0 into anything is what? 0 only. So I write directly 0. So that means your acceleration is simply 0. So you saw that in the first part, the velocity was 0. Now in this second part, the acceleration is 0. Now why acceleration is 0? Because the displacement is 0, acceleration is 0. And when displacement 0 means, children remember this, the particle always remain in which position? Mean position or equilibrium position. So at that time the acceleration is always 0. Okay, so this is one of the first numerical that I have solved based on simple harmonic motion. So there are other numerical to solve, and that you learn in the next YouTube video.